Hi everybody, Paul here again. Recently I noticed one of our toilets was rocking from side to side, so I completely removed the toilet and found that the flange which secures the toilet to the floor was cracked. So in this video, I'm going to show what to do when you're faced with a damaged flange. So stay tuned.
This is a picture of what the PVC toilet flange looked like once I removed the toilet. When a toilet is removed, always be sure to insert some kind of a rag or towel into the waste pipe opening on the floor so that you're not breathing toxic sewer gas during the repair. Notice the slots on each side of the flange which hold the toilet bolts are cracked. The good news is I was able to repair this without having to replace the old flange. At the time when I made this repair, my camera had stopped working, so I was unable to videotape it in real time. However, I was so impressed with the ease of this repair that I decided to go buy all of the parts again at Home Depot so that I could show you on my workbench how I fixed it.
I happened to run into an old master plumber at Home Depot. He recommended what he thought was the best way to fix it, and I'm really glad that he did. I purchased this heavy-duty stainless steel ring made by Odie, which I'll post in the description. The stainless steel ring has an outer lip which extends down over the top edge of the flange for ease of installation and greater stability. You'll also need to purchase 6 1/4-inch by 2.5-inch long tapered flathead sheet metal screws in either zinc or stainless steel. Simply line up the toilet bowl slots on the stainless steel ring here and here with the existing toilet bowl slots on the old flange. The hole here and here will line up with the slots on the old flange here and here. Now place the stainless steel ring over the old flange. Next, you'll need to drill 1/4-inch holes into the old flange by using the stainless steel ring as your hole guide. Only drill deep enough to remove the PVC material and then stop. Do not drill into the wooden subfloor. My recommendation would be to drill the first hole and then install a screw. Then drill a second hole and install another screw. Continue drilling and installing the screws until all 6 screws have been installed. Using a power drill to drive in the screws will make this job a lot easier. However, be careful not to strip out the wooden subfloor material by driving in the screws too fast during the final tightening. Once the flange repair was completed, I also used these heavy-duty self-adjusting solid brass toilet bolts and this universal better than wax toilet seal, which are both much better systems, which I'll post in the description. Once I reinstalled the toilet, it still had a slight rocking from side to side due to the floor being slightly unlevel, so I put a level on the toilet and shimmed the appropriate side at the floor with some wooden shims, which completely stopped the rocking. I hope you found this helpful, and if you like this video, please hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and please be sure to subscribe. God bless you and have a great day. Bye for now. Okay, Sparky. Wait.